Mr. Jared Smith, this speed analyzing video is going to be going over the specific details that you need to be aware of going to any future event. First thing we're going to be covering is the running starts. Alright, Jared, so this is going to be a fast play of the running start. The only thing that I am seeing on a consistent basis with all you guys is you step out. There's no explosion. Remember on Saturday I was talking about leaping out? Watch how you load and then you just, watch your foot. It just steps out. You're not, as strong as you are, you need to leap out. You know, I already know that you have good leaping abilities just from your standing long jump, so I know you can do that. Focus on those starts. Those are going to help you, bro. Next is going to be the run-throughs. These you're not running full speed, so the only thing that I'm being a little bit more specific to is look at your hands, how they cross in your body, over your chest. They need to be in your lanes. We talked about it on Saturday, so keep with your hands on the outside. Look at your hands as you're sitting down right now. Face them in and watch your elbows go out. Alright? You need to have those elbows in and your hands on the outside of your body. That's really the only thing you need to be working on right now. Now, Jared, as we move to the 40-yard dash, this is a little bit quicker. I know that you weren't able to run full speed. I love your starts. I really think you're explosive. You're still stepping out. You're not really leaping, and that's some stuff that we're going to get more specific to, is when you leap out, you'll be able to gather a lot more footage in those first couple steps. Your hands are still crossing over your chest. Your knee drive, I would say, is mediocre at best right now. We got to get those knees up. Even if you're striding, your knees should come up even higher, because it's you know, you're focusing on not running full speed, so you're able to get them up even easier. So those are some things that I would be aware of for you, is making sure that my flexibility and my hip flexors are increasing, because that's going to cost you some serious you know, ground when you get those knees up. The next 40 coming up here is your second one. This is real quick. You watch that right arm. It's still sticking out like a board, straight out. Keep that right arm bent when you accelerate to the first step. Look at that. Boom. Just kind of veering to the outside. Keep it inside. I like your drive. Your knees just need to come up a little bit more, and I believe that we got you pretty much focused here. Your feet, I love your feet. They're coming up. The dorsiflex is good. Your elbows are a little wide, and your hip flexors are a little tight. Those are really the main key components to your success, is being a better athlete that's just faster. Remember, elbows in, your knees are up, you're exploding out, but my right arm is staying in and it's bent. If you can get those things down, man, you're going to be awesome. All right, Mr. Jared, now we're going to roll over to the 60. This is real play here. Just make sure you stay running in a straight lane. Don't try to like veer left or right. That's why we usually kind of keep you guys on a line majority of the time. But I mean, for the most part, you're doing good. It's just a specific thing we can catch. Look at your right hand. It's, man, if you can see this, your right hand is creeping out. I mean, not by much though. Your knee drives on your 60 is just really low. I mean, your knees, I mean, think about that. Stand up right now and pick your knees up to where you see your knees in this video. And just pick your knee up and see how high that is. That's how high your knee is when you're running full speed. That's not very high. And no matter how strong you are, you already know, if you increase that leg and get it up, you will run faster, and you can times that by however many strides you're going to be doing and whatever you're doing. All right, Jared. Next one we're going to be doing is the turn and runs. This is a live play. You did really good with your turns. I mean, I have very little to critique about it. I mean, I like the way you were narrow. This is really just trying to catch you in a live, natural movement. Remember, no matter what happens, even in these turns, when I turn right here, watch this. When you turn, watch when you turn. You did a really good job turning, bringing your knee up a little bit higher would be better. But watch your elbows right when you turn right here. You need to have that more inside. You need to keep that into a memory habit, that when I turn my body, I immediately bring my elbows in. This is the second one going to the other side. Did real good. It's repetitive. Whatever you have going on with your elbows, every single one of you guys had the same situation where your elbows were out, from football pads. These habits will occur just from whatever you're doing in practice or whatever. Be aware to create new habits by bringing my elbows in no matter what situation I'm doing. You can get those 2-pound weights that I was telling you guys you can get and practice that in the mirror. Those things are going to help you. Just look right here. Your hands are crossing over your chest. Look at that. Look at your hands. Especially your right one. Watch that. Boom. Crossing. It's almost as if it crossed over half of your face. That's way too far in. You need to have that thing outside so you're staying more aerodynamic to who you are and where you're trying to go. Jared, just to recap, this is just some of the warm-ups. Overall, bro, you've done incredibly great with your effort, especially doing with your injuries. Main thing, arms in, knees up, and just work on your starts where you're just exploding out. Everything else is going to happen.
Made my transfigurement into reputations on the line. Reputations on the line. It was Kevin Gates, but you are officially rocking with Gates Wayne. Who you want Gates or Say watch me go for mine, go for mine, go for mine. Reputations uncoordinated according to the accordion. Player with the tight squeeze, compressing the keys, making the mic scream.